Hey guys, it's Sarah here from New England Junk Journals. I'm on for my last and final video in the Junk Journal July 2026 playlist. I'll show you the prompts for the last 3 days, as well as the cover that I built. And we're going to do a final flip through of this big, beautiful journal. I had so much fun working in this journal this month. And I really enjoyed the diversity of prompts as well as the beautiful color palette that Debbie provided for us. I followed along with Debbie from Ink and Page Journals, and I'm going to link her channel so that you guys can follow along with her too. And I really appreciate all the hard work that she put into this collab this month because it was digitals every single day, a video every single day. I cannot imagine how she did it all. So before we get into this, I just want to mention that the giveaway is still going on. I'll flip through this at the end if you haven't seen. This is the giveaway journal. And the details for that giveaway, it's not too late if you still want to be involved. You just need to be a subscriber. Go ahead and watch, like, and comment on all of the full length of videos in my Junk Journal July 2026 playlist, which will also be linked up here at the end of the video. There'll be a playlist for you to click on if you want to go ahead into that playlist and watch and participate. All right, this is the US prize. But fear not, if you are overseas, you can still participate. I will be sending out a first class letter envelope filled with authentic vintage and antique ephemera overseas. But yes, I can send along in the place of this overseas, I can send along a ephemera bundle for you as a giveaway prize. And if you guys know my channel, you know I have some absolutely beautiful paper ephemera to send. It will be in a standard business letter with a stamp. It does not have tracking, but it is a way in which I can make sure that everyone who wants to participate can still get some great items. So the deadline for that is August 4th. I moved it out just one day to help accommodate for the busyness that I've had this past week and next week with my Schoolhouse Nostalgia companion drop. Guys, I am so excited. I am so excited, and I think you guys are going to be too. But, okay, without further ado, let's get into this journal. All right, now let's start with the cover. I made the cover out of chipboard backing pieces. This came off of, I think, a ledger paper pack, a cardboard backer. So I went and I cut it down to size and I covered it with this beautiful digital that Debbie provided us with on the last day. This was actually supposed to be for the belly bands. No. I loved it so much I wanted it on my cover. The spine itself is just made with this beautiful brocade silk here with butterflies on it. I absolutely love that. And I've just got some vintage trim. This was salvaged off of a garment. It's got gorgeous embroidery on it. And I went ahead and layered up a collaged cover. On the inside, I took all of our prompts, and so is this. This is our prompt list. So I just made a journaling card out of this, and I wanted to have like an index of all of the prompts here. This was day 1, which was a library card. So I'll need to fill in my completed date on here as well. And I have my quote for the day. The next day was ledger paper. That was our prompt. So I took this old 1800s ledger paper and I built a little flip pocket with it. On this side, I have some gorgeous pieces here. a journaling card. This is an advertising card for pool pianos. And this little Kittyland picnic ride ticket. On this side, I have a collaged tag. This side has a space either for some creative writing here or a mat for a photo. Day 3 was index card, and I have this stacked index card divider pocket with my quote here and these great little collaged journaling cards. Love. This is probably, well, actually, it's hard to pick a favorite. I love all 3 of these journaling cards so much. Next up was journaling card. I'm going to have this little flip out here with my quote on it. This pocket with some lace. Beautiful collage. And these 3 journaling cards. Day number 5 was artist trading card. So I have this salvaged library pocket here that I took out of an old book. And I lined the inside with some collage, put my quote on the bottom. And then I have these 3 artist trading card size journaling cards made with an index card. The backing for this is a vintage bank statement. Day number 6 is book page. This one I got a little careless and my book pages pretty much got all covered up by my background paint. I wanted to be a little bit lighter with it, but I was pretty heavy-handed. So you can see the book page around the edges. These are all antique book pages. Number 8 is a receipt. I created this little fold-out journaling area here. This is the other half of that bank statement. And I created a tuck pocket on the side. This is the receipt that I have, which was a long-distance phone call and telegram receipt from the 1940s. And then I have a couple of journaling pieces here. This is a tag pocket with this vintage receipt. This came from the early 1900s. And this piece of ephemera that I got from an antique store. And then I also collaged my quote onto this journaling card. And there is like a nautical theme running through each of these for this day. Day number 7 was postcard, and this got a double spread. So I used the digitals to create this stacked pocket here. I love this. This piece came off of a antique postcard that was cut out and put into a scrapbook, as was this. And this is just a fold-out journaling spot. A tall tag from the digital. This is a digital of a postcard that you can open up and write in. And a couple other pieces of ephemera here. Oh, and this is another antique postcard piece. This is authentic. And then on this side, I have clipped in here This is another antique postcard piece. And the topper here is also, it's embossed. And then I just attached it to one of the digitals with some fibers behind it. And this lovely banner piece. Next up we have day 9, which is tip in. Now this is, I know, not technically a tip in. This is actually, this would be like a flip out because it goes out. I'm not going to quibble for today. So I have like a little, whoops, journaling area here. That's all collaged. I have my quote from Thoreau. This is also from a postcard. I just gathered a whole bunch of them and I wanted to work them in where I could. Okay, so I have that kind of like mesh, popcorny, I'm not sure what you call it, but some of that behind. And then this is a little journaling spot on one of these digitals, and it just has a beautiful little collage. Next up we have 10, which was ticket. This here is a ephemera cluster, and it's just been stapled together on the side, but there's still lots of room on the back for writing. And I just love how that looks clipped on the page like that. Just looks like it's bursting with all kinds of fun stuff. And then on this side, this is a digital of like a blown up digital of a ticket for a hot air balloon ascension, as well as this faux aged ticket stuck on here with this beautiful ruffle. Day 11 was a label, which was pretty fun. This pocket here was made with a digital druggist label here. I have this, which kind of looks like a label, but it's going on the druggist apothecary theme. And it's a little trading card advertisement for magic liniment. So this is an authentic piece of ephemera. I also have another authentic trade card here for burdock blood bitters. And this is another one of those digitals, drug labels with another one on top. This is a label for oil of quinine. And I just made a journaling card out of that. And this lifts off so you can completely write on here as well. On this side, I made a little belly band. I had some more of that little decorative tool with this popcorny stuff on it. On the back here is the same, carried over the apothecary thing. This is talking about the medicinal qualities of birch. And I have my quote here with a field label. This is a page out of a medical book talking about cathartics and different properties of these plants. Here is an advertisement for, where is it? There we go. Roche's Herbal Embrocation, which is a herbal medicine. And then lastly, another trade card for, and this one is for like a hair tonic. I thought it was really cute. Day 12 is stamp, and there are lots of pieces of stamp ephemera on this spread. And one also here on this tag with my quote from a Vincent van Gogh. It's very colorful and artsy. And again, another little tag pocket here. One of these apothecary label journaling cards. I felt that this page just, it needed something. So I have this on there as a nice Next day is number 13. Number 13 was Seed Packet. I really went to town with these scrapbook pieces. I'd been hanging on to them for a while, and when I went through my collection, I just pulled things out that I thought would go with this color palette, and then I just put them wherever I wanted, basically. So I have this piece here, this piece here. I love them. And this book page pocket here is an antique page from a nautical guide, I believe. It was like reference numbers for calculating your position at sea. I have my little quote here by Victoria Erickson. And then here is my seed packet from the digital. And inside, I just have a little collaged journaling card. Day 14 was cabinet card. I put this little guy on here. He's so sweet. And this is my faux cabinet card folio here that opens out. I have my quote from William Morris. And then I have a couple pieces in here. Ooh. And this is like the back of a cabinet card, digital here. And then I've just tucked a couple pieces in here, a school ticket, a journaling card, a little piece of collage. And then someone did point this out in the comments, and they're absolutely correct. This that I used was not technically a cabinet card. It is a carte de visite, I believe is how it's pronounced. And it is technically like the forerunner to cabinet cards. This is what came out like before cabinet cards were popular. So it's like, yeah, like the precursor to one. But I think it's adorable. I love her sweet little face. And so I popped her in here, even though she isn't technically a cabinet card. Day 15 was thread. So I have this beautiful belly band here, this embroidery digital, this piece of like fussy cut here is from a JP & Coates thread advertisement. This is a button digital, like a button card digital. And there are two little pockets here that my cards keep slipping into. This is a faux mending thread card. I just have some texture fibers on here to simulate thread. And this one, I couldn't find a fiber that I really thought went well with the color scheme and everything, but I'll be working on that. But this is just the other one, and they're little journaling cards on the back. Day 16 is swatch, and I just made these cute little swatch cards. They've got a background on them, a little piece of like packing paper as a contrast here, and then each of these is like a swatch of papers that we've already used in the kit. So these papers here, these were all in digitals from the earlier days. I love this one with the little color swatch down the side. Number 17 was lace, and this also got a double spread. I have this side a beautiful lace pocket. This is so gorgeous. I have this card here that opens up. We've got our saying on one side, a little pocket with a journaling card on the other side. I love that lace digital. I have some here. And tucked inside is just a reproduction of some of these boraxine paper dolls that I have in my collection. They are so sweet. And then on this side, I love this digital of this lace doily here. And I've layered up some lace in different places on this page as well. A couple of journaling cards. And I just did some stenciling with paint on this one, just for fun. And then some lace here too. Day 18 was button. I love this sweet little journaling card digital we have, and I sewed on some of my own buttons here. I just covered them over on the back with some packing tape. Just got all these buttons here. Beautiful collaged page in the background. Then we have our quote on this side, and again, some buttons at the top with some lace and fabric. Now, day number 19 was washi tape. We have our quote, which I had washi tape in the back of that. I used some washi tape down here, some on this side of my journaling card, fabric washi right here, a couple little pieces behind this word, and then we have a double pocket here. And some little ephemera pieces to go in this pocket. Day number 20 is tag. And I have two. I have this little collaged tag that goes in this full page pocket. And then I have this collage tag, which has a lot of layers. Day 21 is tab. I made this little full page pocket here. And in this, I have a journaling card with a top tab. And this was a pesky little bugger to come together. I love how it looks, but the fiddliness of trying to figure out the jump ring and the bulb pin and like how to flip-flop them so that it would lay nice and flat. That was a bit of a challenge, but I love it. And I love the fact that this just peeps out on the side of my pocket like that. Day 22 was envelope. And this, I don't know how I'm going to be able to show this. All right. So this envelope folds out here. And I said I would come back and collage on here, and I still will. I have all my collage pieces. I kind of laid everything out, and then I just forgot to come back to it. But I have some lovely journaling cards that go in here. And then this folds down like this. And this envelope opens like this. There is nothing in there right now, but there will be. I added this little butterfly applique that just holds everything closed. Another tab right here. Day 23 was pocket. So I made this collaged pocket here with my Anne Bronte quote. And that's all sewed down on layers of packing paper to give like a nice little mat to it. And then I have some lovely journaling cards for today. Now this book was constructed all with hinge binding. We'll talk about the binding when we get to the end because that was interesting. Day 24 was Tuck Spot. This is probably one of my favorite digital kit printable packs that we got this whole month. I loved the beautiful images in this one. Here's my quote from C.S. Lewis. We got some gorgeous little pieces to tuck into pockets and envelopes. Decorated up in this background into a beautiful collaged tag. Really love the lace that I used here. It needs to be reinforced a little bit. 26 was torn, so I made this torn upper tuck here. Collaged the top. Added some gorgeous printables. And then this was my hidden prompt for day 25. So here is like a postcard digital that I use to put my quote in. And I just have a little butterfly on the edge as a tab. And then this is also hidden journaling space on the back and a hidden quote here inside. And yep, that just tucks away into this cute tag. All right, day 27 was fold. So I have, wait, how did we do this? Oh, I think I combined, okay. I combined prompts for day 27 and 28. So 27 was fold and 28 was layered. So this is my folded piece here. It is a digital of a authentic letter. And I just printed it out on like newsprint to give it that like papery soft feel. And I had my quote here. And then I used different elements to layer the background. I have a few different pieces of washi and collage and built everything up and layered on my envelope here. I have these two tags, well, tag and journaling card, and they both fit really nicely in this envelope. Day number 29 was accordion. Okay, this is starting where you guys have not seen yet. I had such great plans for this page, guys. So originally, I had my base piece. It was this tall, and I scored it here, here, and another score here. So I had 4 panels. As I was folding them and figuring out my layout, I did not like the last panel. It seemed a little awkward. So I ended up cutting it off. So I had 3 panels, 1, 2, 3. And then I took them down so that you would be able to see the staggered background. And that would make the accordion. And then I had the brilliant idea, I say brilliant, of gluing this down to make a little pocket tuck spot. And so now it is not an accordion. It is just a flip with a pocket on the front, because I don't know why. I got distracted. That's what I'm saying. Distraction. So anyway, this is layered up here. I have a vintage Nancy Drew book page here. I have some glassine. I have a stamp album. I have packing paper. I have this beautiful digital, and it's all been stapled and glued down to make this pretty vignette. And then I have my quote here, and it's on the back of this. So you have this textured piece on the front with the quote on the back, and it just tucks in here, and it's no longer an accordion. But I had a great time collaging, building out this page until I realized that I had subverted myself. Oh, wow. That's just too bad. And then 30 and 31 are here. So 30 is Matchbook. So I took this beautiful digital here and created this matchbook. It doesn't have any pages in it yet, but I will put them in. I ran out of steam when I got to this part. But I love this beautiful collage on the front. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I also love the collage inside. It's very organic. Both of them were, I don't know, they felt more inspired than built. So I really like them. So that's number 30. And then day 31 was belly band. And by the time I had gotten here, I had well run out of steam. And I said, yep, that's a belly band. That'll do. I love that it has the Junk Journal July on it. This, I think, was meant to be on the spine, but I kind of, at the time that I did it, I could have stopped, and before I glued this on, sewed it in here, and it would have been on my spine. But I didn't want to cover up my butterflies, and so I just didn't. I'm not sure that that's a good explanation. Now, I have loved this project. I have loved being able to just add page after page after page with this wonderful tab binding. But I have found that when I attached my cover, all my pages inside, I don't know if you can see, they're all very loosey-goosey feeling. Like my cover doesn't, I don't feel like it supports the pages very much. Now that's probably user error. I probably could have been doing a better job. It's probably not the fault of the method, just the maker. If that makes sense. Would I do another tab bound book like this again? Or hinge bound, sorry, not tab. Hinge bound journal like this again? Yeah, I actually might. I really enjoyed the process. I thought it was great. And I've loved the inspiration all month long. It's been super fun. So we are starting to get pretty long on this video. So let me go ahead and give you a very quick flip through of the giveaway journal if you have not seen it yet. And then we will conclude. It comes with this ribbon and this cabochon here for the closure. It was made with an antique book that I had taken papers out of. I went ahead and reinforced the spine. The spine is very flat. I actually love it. I love the size of this journal. I think it's the perfect chubbiness. I love all the shabby chic elements. This is the cover here. It is very shabby chic with pieces of embroidery and a pink silk handkerchief back here. That's very, very old. This lace here was from the edges of that handkerchief. And then a doily and some different elements from the kit, from Debbie's kit. And I love this beautiful William Morris inspired paper in here. I've used some pages from Tim Holtz wallpaper pack. There is some old French rag paper in here as well, as many different elements. These are their scrapbook paper, packing paper. This is a flip here on some old dictionary page. This is a tag. Let me move you guys in a second. Here we go, that's better. We've got nature guidebook or flower guidebook page here with some collage, wallpaper border, lots of gorgeous digitals, antique ledger, cards and tags, lots of pockets in here. I really filled it up with the extra ephemera that I had left over from the kit. This was a scrap busting project. Some washi, old collage, lots of these paper clips that have been altered with some laces and things. Another collaged journaling card here. It's a little tuck made out of a tag. This has 3 signatures. Lots of texture, lots of gorgeous texture. Another reproduction of those advertising dolls. I think this is some 7 Gypsies paper. This is some old Postmaster ledger. Lots of tiny little pieces. It's a little flip. Another journaling card. It's a perfect little snack-sized journal, I think. Collage tag. Belly band here. Another here. Another little dolly. Some wallpaper. This is from a vintage, almost antique handwritten letter. Gorgeous antique lace. Pocket here with another tag. And there we go. That's the end. This is so sweet. I absolutely love this journal. But it will go to a wonderful new home. I hope everybody really wants to participate. Again, make sure that you go ahead, watch, like, and comment on my Junk Journal July 2026 videos. Be a subscriber. I will pull a winner on August 5th. The deadline is August 4th. And if you are in the US, you will receive this sweet little journal. If you are overseas, I will put together a bespoke ephemera bundle for you that will ship in a first class business envelope. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned. Monday, I have my Schoolhouse Nostalgia Companion Drop. You guys are not going to want to miss it. I have worked tirelessly for the last 2 weeks putting this together, and I think that you guys are going to love it. I know that I do. All right, guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.